Hey, I'm Dustin with Overland Van Project, and this is our Mazama layout on a 170 4x4 Sprinter. We start with the exterior here. We've got the backwoods Nomad bumper with the bull bar. We've got the light bar integrated into this. I really love this bumper because it really offers a lot of protection, and it's aluminum, so it's actually only about 120 pounds. So it's really, really great. We've had a couple clients who, had the misfortune of actually hitting a deer, and they had this bumper on, and the only thing that happened is they broke a light bulb. So instead of totaling out your van, you're able to really protect that investment. So highly recommend this, even if you don't go for the winch. So you can see here, he didn't go for the winch. Some people will use it, some people won't, but in the end it's about an extra 100, 120 pounds depending on what winch you get. And if you're not going to use it, it's an expense that you can spare and a little bit of weight that you can spare. Coming around to the suspension, we've really fallen in love with the Agile Rip Kit. So inside this form saver here, you can see we've got the coil. So this is actually an aftermarket Bilstein shock, and see the yellow here. And then they add this Agile off-road coil, which gives you about 1.5 inches of lift. Really helps to stabilize your ride and helps a lot off-road and on. So really love this kit. I love the little bit of extra clearance that it gives you and the more aggressive stance. And then they give you this nice seal saver so that you can protect your investment. Love it. We also did the owl wheels, which are what I have on my new van. Totally in love with them. They've got a higher weight capacity than the Black Rhinos. It's not that I don't like the Black Rhinos, I just love that they came out with this new model. It actually has 2 valve stems, one for inflating and one for a quick deflate. So this allows you to air down if you're in a low traction situation and bring those tires down to as low as about 20 psi. I don't recommend going any lower than that on such a heavy vehicle, but yeah, it really helps to air down quicker because it's a lot of air in this tire. And if you're in snow or mud, pretty much the best thing that you can do to increase your traction is to air down your tires. It makes your footprint go from about that big to double or even sometimes triple, depending on how much you're going to air down. So don't forget that next time you're in a pinch. We did the Tanner Rack running boards here. They come all the way back to the ladder, and this is the straight ladder so that you don't have the wheel well notch, because the 170 you can get away with that. On the 144s usually we have the road belt chicane or a wheel well back ladder. And then up top you can hear we've got the AC running right now, but we've got a couple of solar panels over top of the AC unit, and then the whole deck is walkable. So even those solar panels are walkable. Really great setup for Tanner Rack. Let the boat pass. And then what we did is we off-centered the roof vent, so I'm actually going to take you up there and show you. So we've got the roof vent off-center. That way it opens up all this roof space. And then we've got the Nomadic AC there underneath the solar panels with the removable platform deck. Alright, speaking of inflating and deflating, we do recommend deflating your tires. If you don't have an onboard compressor though, please don't go any lower than about 35 psi. It's not safe to be driving on pavement if you're below 35 psi. So if you are going to be doing a lot of sand or snow travel, we recommend having an onboard air compressor. That actually connects up right back here, as well as under the hood. Come to the inside. So again, this is our Mazama layout. So what that means is that it's on a 170 Sprinter chassis. We can also do it on the 148 extended Transit. This layout features 2 captain's chairs here, So you have the 4-person dinette, and then it offers either 1 queen-size bed in the back, or depending on your layout, 2 queen-size beds in the back. We like to keep these seats up here. I know there's options to have them in the back, but we like to have them up here so you retain that 4-person dinette here in the front, and you're able to utilize the extra 20 square feet of floor space that the cab actually gives you by swiveling those seats around. So you can see we actually did an aftermarket swivel seat here. They work just fine. They do bring the seat up just a little bit, but it ends up working out really well in the end if you're not able to get those factory swivels. We've got the pedestal table here. We've got the nice bamboo with the catalyzed finish. And then we swing around to the back here. Okay, so the rest of the Mazama layout has a couple things that you can modify. So in this layout, he wanted the water to be on this side with actually a hidden toilet compartment. This has the Laveo dry flush toilet mounted in it. You just close this up. You retain all your counter space. Pull this out, chop over here, still use your sink. Speaking of the sink, we do have the cup wash right here. Totally love these. They're really actually a pretty inexpensive addition to your van. And I think it saves a lot of water by just being able to put the cup on there, it sprays it out. You can switch really quickly from coffee to wine. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the double bunks back here. So it technically sleeps 3. You have a queen size bed on the top, with a little bit of room on either side for clothes or water bottles or whatever you want to put back there. And then on the bottom, you have a smaller bunk for the grandkids, or a grandkid. And this is actually removable. So in just a couple seconds, this whole thing comes out. This mattress is actually folding. And then you're able to load in 4 bikes or a bunch of Rubbermaid bins or whatever you want to put in there. As always, we've got the gas props, and you've got the nice beveled edge so that you're not hitting your head too hard and cutting it open. And then on this side, we have a bunch of storage. A big bottom drawer for appliances, wine, whatever you want to put in there. In the fridge, this is the isotherm 130 fridge, so it's 130 liters, so that's about 4.5 cubic feet. It's got the little drop-down wine situation here for 3 bottles of wine. You've got the crisper drawer and the freezer. Can't forget the microwave. So up here in this upper, we've got a microwave, and this is actually removable if you decide you don't want it down the road. But yeah, we've got it in here. Microwave popcorn, whatever you want to do. A lot of people ask about the power system. You could run this thing for a very long time, along with the air conditioner and induction cooktop and all the other things. It's only about 1,000 watts, so you have quite a bit of runtime on the microwave if you wanted to run something that long in there. But yeah, really great way to just heat up food on the run and not have to worry too much about cooking. As you can see, he did not build in his induction cooktop. He actually decided to go with the portable one, so he's going to keep that in this drawer and then just bring it out when he needs it, or he can bring it out to his exterior table and use it out there. And swinging around to the front, we've actually got a fabric wrapped overcab shelf here. We like to fabric wrap this along with our corbels so that it matches the walls. And then we also fabric wrap the headliner, that way it's all just one continuous wall of the same fabric. There's no changing of textures, it just makes a really nice finished look. Alright, well, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, and look forward to seeing you next time.